Today we're going to be getting our second Poipole, and we're going to be completing the Diancie special research. And I've decided to come to Cape Canaveral because I really wanted to switch it up a little bit. I needed to get out of the city. And currently I'm inside of the Manatee Sanctuary Park right now. Apparently you might be able to see some manatees over that way, so we'll see if we can see some. But before we check for the manatees, we had to go into these special researches. The Poipole is going to be in Wonder Ticket Part 3, and it's on page 1 of 3. Apparently that's the encounter at the bottom for the Poipole. And for page 1, we have to take snapshots of 10 different wild Pokemon, evolve 3 Pokemon, and then catch 30 Pokemon. In case you don't know anything about the Wonder Ticket, it's this thing in the shop at the very top. As you can see, they show almost everything you're gonna get, though they haven't quite revealed the third thing just yet in the shop. But basically, for $9.99, you're gonna get all of those encounters, including the Poipole helmet, and quite a few other items as well. It's up to you if you think it's worth $9.99. Personally, I think it's okay. Part 1 was pretty lackluster. You just got a helmet, you got a Beedrill and all that stuff. Part 2 was actually really good, though, because we got the Sakura Crown evolutions. You got every single one of them, and all of them have a potential chance of being shiny, which is pretty crazy. Unfortunately, I didn't get lucky with that, but I know a few people that did. But again, that's totally up to you if you think it's worth it. And for the Diancie research called Glitz and Glam, we have to spin 5 Pokestops or gems, power up a Pokemon 10 times, and catch 20 Pokemon. We'll definitely complete this part first, and as you can see around me here, we have a whole bunch of brand new stops. We've got some Pokemon to catch, so let's do all of this stuff, and then we're gonna go check out some manatees, if they're there. I will say that this is a beautiful view. Really love it, but sadly, there are no manatees out here. Oh well, not a big deal. I see them pretty often when I come around this area, so maybe we'll see them later. But anyways, we have completed page 1 of 6, so let's claim the Pokeballs and the Pineaps. And what is this encounter gonna be with? It's with a, when it loads, a Nosepass. That is a full odd shiny, so if you don't have it, good luck. And also make sure you do better throws than what I just did. And if you don't have the hundo, good luck. Hopefully you got that hundo. If you want it, of course. But let's take a look at it real quick. This guy is not bad, a 14, 12, 15. And for the final rewards, we get a lore module, which is great. And we got some XP and an encounter with a Roggenrola. Alrighty. We did have Community Day for this Pokemon a little while ago, but the odds are not boosted anymore, so it is a full odd shiny. And a 498 is a 15, 10, 10. And now for page 2, we have to complete 5 field research tasks, power up a Pokemon 20 times, and use 20 berries to help catch a Pokemon. That shouldn't be too hard at all. And here are the only brand new researches for this event. Power up a Pokemon 10 times gives you 10 Mega Diancie energy, and catch 10 Pokemon is for Carbink, but unfortunately Shiny Carbink was not released during this time, so unless you really want the hundo or possibly a decent PvP one, you could probably skip out on it, but it is a somewhat rare spawn. I would say definitely focus on these Power up a Pokemon 10 times quests. It's really worth it. And for the Power up quests, what I love to do is use a really low level Pokemon, like this level 1 Zorua right here. Let's power it up 20 times. Normally I would only do it 10 times because that's only what you gotta do, really. But because of the whole Diancie quest, we have to go up at least by 20. So let's do it, and I believe that will be a full 20, so boom, there we go. And now we can claim all this Diancie energy, and I really think it's worth going for as much as this as you can. You only have like 3 days of this, so try to get as much of it as you can, because I don't know the next time we're gonna get this energy. And also page 2 of 6 is done, so let's claim the Pineaps and get our 2 encounters. Number 1 is gonna be with a Spritzy. It is also a full odd shiny. Good luck though, hopefully you got that one. It's a beautiful shiny, it turns purple. And a 515 is going to be, it's all right, 13, 10, 13. And then this encounter is with a Swirlix. Makes sense. Going for a lot of rockin' fairies in here because that's what Diancie is. And once again, this is a full odd shiny, so if you don't have a Swirlix, hopefully you got it, but it's a pretty low chance. Anywho though, this one is an 11, 15, 10. For the final rewards, we get an Incense, we get some XP, and another encounter with a Sableye. That's kind of fun. That is a boosted shiny because of the Mega Raids. This is about a 1 in 64, I want to say. Some argue it's a 1 in 125, but either way, you do have a higher chance of getting that golden Sableye. Unfortunately, mine is bad. I think you want to get a 632 as a hundo, but let's just take a look at it. Yeah, 13, 11, 13. And for page 3, we have to use an Incense, power up a Pokemon 20 times again, and catch 15 different species of Pokemon. And that's not going to take a lot of time at all, because I've actually come to the cruise terminals. This is the main stretch where all the cruises actually leave to go to their international destinations, and it's also pretty loaded with spawns. But not only that, there's some food right over that way, and I haven't eaten all day yet, so let's get something to eat. Well, that place place was actually really good. I got myself a shrimp Cuban, which was really nice. But what's even better is that we've completed page 3 of 6, so let's claim everything here, including the Pokeballs, the Pinette Berries, and our encounter is with a Onix. That's kind of cool, 449. I think you won like a 479 as the hundo, but nonetheless, still cool to get it. But who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Let's take a look at it. It's, yeah, 11, 15, 13. Then we're gonna get a lucky egg, some XP, and another encounter. This time it's with a Carbink. That's kind of cool, 612. I think you want to be in like the 620s for this thing to be really good, but nonetheless, cool to see it. Let's just take a look at it though. 612 is a 14, 13, 11. And for page 4 of 6, we have to complete 5 field research tasks, power up a Pokemon 25 times, and catch 30 Pokemon. There are a lot of spending dust tasks in here, not a fan, but on the upside though, we do have a Heracross that isn't pink, but these are boosted. Ever since the Mega came out, they are definitely boosted, and I have had some decent luck with them. But I did not expect to run into this shiny today at all. Like seriously, a shiny Hitmonlee? Pretty cool, and also it's kind of interesting that we're getting this now because there is a Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee Spotlight Hour coming up really soon. In fact, I want to say it's the next Tuesday Spotlight Hour. There's a whole Rivals event going on where there's a whole bunch of rivaled regional Pokemon where, you know, you can gotta get one or the other, and they're all shiny boosted. And technically Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee are kind of rivals, so it makes sense why they're doing it. But let's see how good these IVs are on this thing. Okay, 9-0-11. Oh boy. We've got 2 12-kilometer eggs here. Maybe there'll be a Sandile, and maybe it'll be yellow. That'd be pretty cool, but that's a dino. Perfectly fine. I've actually hatched a few Sandiles lately from these like 3 batches, but not this time. Are they at least good? 587 is fine, I guess, and the Volibee isn't much better. Oh well, I'm not really buying radars right now. I'm just getting them by defeating a whole bunch of like rocket grunts and then just cashing them in whenever I get a chance. We've now made it to Jetty Park. This is both a campground and a beachfront area, and as you can see in the game, it is very clearly a Makuhita nest. There are quite a few of them, and I haven't clicked on this one. No red gloves. And all we have to do now is claim these 2 researches, and then we're officially done with page, I believe, 4. Or not. Apparently, I still have to power up a Pokemon 20 more times, so let's do that. I've got a Hundo Corsola. Might as well just do this one, I guess, and hopefully it doesn't take us into the XLs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Boom and bang. There we go. We are officially done now. And let's claim these rewards of 10 Pokeballs, 10 Greats, and 10 Ultras. And this would have been the part where we got ourselves a Diancie, but unfortunately, we don't get another one. If you went to any of the in-person Go Fests, you already got yourself a Diancie. So what we're going to be getting from this is we're going to be getting 25 Diancie candies, we're going to get 2,000 dust, and we're going to be getting ourselves 2,000 XP. This is what the animation looks like for the Diancie. It looks really cool. She creates some diamonds, she throws the diamonds to distract some Sableyes. It's a very cute little animation. And for page 5, what we have to do is evolve 5 Pokemon and then also power up a Rock and Fairy type 15 times. And you know what? Let's just power up the Diancie. It is a Rock and Fairy type, so it's worth doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It'll become a 1703, and it is now officially powered up. Now we just got to evolve some Pokemon. And now page 5 of 6 is done, so let's claim all 3 of these nice little rare candies. And for the final rewards, we're going to get 300 Mega Diancie energy, which is insanely good. The fact that they gave us 300 is awesome. And it looks like for the end here, all we have to do is claim ourselves some XP and some dust, and then we're going to get even more Mega energy. So we're going to get 100 more, so that's 400 in total, which is ridiculous. 25 of these nice stickers, and then 2,000 XP. Just like that, we're officially done. Something pretty cool about Jetty Park is that just right over that way is NASA, and you can watch rockets come up from here. It's a really great spot. Especially at night, the whole sky lights up when the rockets go off, and since SpaceX is pretty heavy around here, you get to see a lot of launches. I don't exactly know if there's going to be one today. It would be cool if there was. And another reason why I wanted to come to Jetty Park was for somewhat sentimental reasons. Way back in 2009, we had the last ever space shuttle launch, and on one of these rocks over here, I was sitting and watching as it went up right over there. It was really cool to witness. I'm glad I got to witness the last one. Though admittedly, I did get to see a few in my lifetime. This was the time when I was like closest to it, and you could hear the roar of the engines. It's pretty crazy. So if you ever make it to Cape Canaveral, you should come here during a rocket launch. I'm not even joking. They're super loud. Even though they're super far away, you will definitely hear them. In fact, if you're going to be in the area, apparently on May 6th, there's going to be a Boeing Starliner crewed flight test at 10:34 p.m. just down over that way, which means it's going to be dark everywhere. The whole sky's going to light up because of this thing. Even if you're only a little interested in it, it's definitely worth doing. It's a fun experience. And now's about time we make our way to the actual beach. And as you see in the game here, we're actually right in the beach biome once this thing loads in. There we go. I love the way this looks. This is my favorite biome by far. And hopefully there will be some Wigglets around here. I really want to run into a Wiglet because I haven't gotten too many. And I really want to do some trades on them, try to get some lucky rerolls on them. And by lucky reroll, I mean I want to reroll them in order for them to possibly become lucky. I'm not going to do a lucky trade on them. But so far, this beach is kind of dead. no Wiglets at the moment, but there is a whole Blastoise. Not a shiny one, unfortunately, but that looks so good with this background. Like I said, I love this background, and since we don't have a lot of mountainous regions around us, we don't have like the cliff sides, we just have a whole bunch of palm trees instead. I really just love this background. Now, I'm sure some of you might be thinking at this point that I completely forgot about the Poipole, but I promise you I didn't. I've had page 1 of 3 done for a while, but I really wanted to catch it with the ocean background. Like I said, it's my favorite, so let's get those star pieces, let's get the Poipole candies, and of course, we're gonna get those 5 rare candies, which is nice. And now we get our final rewards of 2,500 Stardust. We're also going to be getting ourselves 5,000 XP, and this will be our Poipole, and hopefully it'll be better than our first one, but there it is with the wonderful background, and it is a 674. That's not the greatest, and unfortunately no Beast Ball. That's kind of sad. Just a regular old Pokeball, huh? Well, that's strange. I think we were able to catch it in a Beast Ball last time, but 1, 2, and 3 guaranteed catch with that beautiful background. I'm gonna keep saying it, I love it. But there we go, we have our Poipole. Is this one a little better? A little better than the one I got, but not by much. In fact, only by 2. That's pretty sad. So I got this one in Bali, which is pretty cool. It's a 13, 10, 10, and now we have a 12, 10, 13. It's only slightly better. I was really hoping for something a lot better, but we now have 2 2-star Poipoles. I'm still happy to get them though, and I'm looking forward to whenever this shiny comes out, because the shiny looks so good for this thing. They might do a research day or a raid day for it. That's what I feel like they would do for something like this. Or maybe they'll come out during Go Fest, but I kind of doubt it. And now for page 2 of 3, we have to win 3 raids, evolve 5 more Pokemon, and then power up a Poison-type Pokemon 15 times. Sounds easy enough. I'm only throwing this in because I think it's funny. Look at this. Why is there a snowy Castform on the beach? That makes no sense. And would you look what we got here? We've got a Diglett behind us, and we got a Wiglet in front of us. Fantastic. 430 CP. No idea if this one's going to be good or not. From what I've heard, this thing's very glassy, so I don't think it's going to be that useful, but in the end of the day, I just want to catch a few of them, try to get that lucky one, like I said, and I would love to get a hundo for the hundo decks. So let's see how good this little Wiglet is. I mean, could be PvP even though they're glassy. We've got our first raid from Billy, the Trainer Club. It is a Registeel, and I think I saw 1359. Don't really care about the IVs, but it'd be cool if it was shiny, but no shiny Registeel on the beach. God, I just love this background. Let me know in the comments down below which one you think is the best, because I honestly think this one is just phenomenal. Another Registeel from Oh That Tickles. This one's a 1373, and not green still, unfortunately. I am surprised just how many spawns are at the beach. This is actually like a weaker example of it, but there usually are more than this. And also we got a Flabébé on the instance that I really want to click on because I have not gotten that shiny yet, so that's not it. Hopefully we'll get it eventually. But at least we got ourselves a Wiglet here, which is great. This is the 4th one of the day. They're not extremely common, but obviously when you come to the beach, they're more common than, you know, anywhere else. We've got another Diglett and Wiglet combination. Love to see it. For those of you that don't know, this is called Convergence Evolution, so basically Wiglet and Diglett have absolutely no relation at all. They just look kind of similar. That's the only thing. It happens in real life too, where 2 completely separate creatures will evolve to look kind of similar. It does happen quite a bit, but it's fun to see it in Pokemon. Come on, buddy. There we go. And the 3rd raid is an Alolan Marowak from Xerxes, and it's not a shiny, but man, that Alolan Marowak sure looks good on the sand. It's from the Alola region, which is Hawaiian, and everything about this just looks like Hawaii, and hopefully we'll be able to catch it. I already know it's not great. And now page 2 of 3 is officially done, so let's get this nice little lucky egg. We'll get the Poppin as well, and the encounter is going to be with a Skrelp, which really fits on this ocean yet again. And the IVs on the Skrelp are 13, 15, 11, and the final rewards are a premium battle pass. We get 2,500 dust, and we're going to get ourselves 5,000 XP. And for page 3 of 3, we have to explore 7 kilometers, which I have done more than today, evolve a poison type, and then make an excellent curveball throw. That shouldn't take too long, minus the 7 kilometers. That'll take a little bit. Well, I was about to pop the daily incense, but I guess first we should catch this Wiglet. And is it a hundo Wiglet? It is not. All right, now let's pop the daily before another one shows up. I might Roar of Time a little later. We'll see how I'm feeling with it. I'm currently walking to a pier. I just came from Jetty Park, and I forget the name of it, but I think it's just called the Cocoa Beach Pier. And thankfully, I'm walking on the wet sand, which is way more compact and easier to walk on. If you were to walk over here, it would suck so much. Oh, we also got a Noibat. Not green. Kind of fun to see Noibats, though. Well, this is really cool. Check it out. We got ourselves a green pistachio monkey on the beach. I think this is my first ever first shiny on the beach, if I'm correct. Pretty big one, too. 880 is not bad. Who knows? Maybe we got a good one. If we got a good one, I'll totally turn it into Annihilate. I would love to have a Shundo Annihilate. Honestly, I think it's one of the best looking Pokemon. So this 880 is 6, 7, 8. Still cool to get a shiny on the beach, though. And another shiny on the beach. I'll take it. This is a good one, too. I really like Lickitung with the golden sands and everything like that. It fits so well. It would be cool if it was a good one, though. Like, these things are very useful as hundos. So, a 312 is not it, the middle finger. I'm very happy to say that we finally made it all the way from Jetty Park to the Cocoa Beach Pier over here. This took far longer than I thought it would to get to. Unfortunately, the daily hasn't given us anything too crazy yet, but maybe we'll get lucky. I did do a little bit of Roar of Time, so we'll see if something Galarian shows up, specifically if it's a bird. Well, we're with Momster now. Again, not to be confused with my mother. Her name is Monster in the game, but we have a Galarian Articuno with the ocean background, which is just so nice looking. Oh man. Hopefully we'll catch it. It is weather boosted though, so the odds of us catching this are probably extremely low, but it's also not a huge level either, so we might actually have a decent chance. But I would like you to come back down, please, instead of just staying up there. It would be really cool if you came down. He just keeps attacking. He doesn't want to come down. There we go. He's come down and throw. Ooh, great curve. That's pretty decent, but one, and it's gonna go away. Oh no, it stayed. Okay, that's surprising. Okay, I'll take that. I gotta wait until he comes back down again though. And he's come back down, throw, terrible. Ah, just barely missed it. 1, 2, broke out. Oh, it has stayed again. 3 attempts. Okay. Momster's losing her mind over here. Yeah, I wish, she doesn't want to be on camera, but I wish you could see her. She is losing her mind right now. Come on, Articuno, come back down for me, my friend. It'd be so cool to catch you right here. Try to get a better throw on it. Oh, just barely missed it yet again. You're gonna break out immediately. 1, nope, and there it goes. Okay, 3 attempts though. That's actually pretty cool. Oh well, maybe we'll get another one, but we only have like so many minutes left. And here's our 3rd green shiny of the day. Fantastic. Shiny Tangle is pretty cool though. Very vibrant green. It looks really good on the beach with the palm trees and stuff like that. I'd imagine on the forest biome, that's probably the best looking for it, but nonetheless, really cool to see it. And it's a Shundo. Check it out. Haha. No, not even close. Well, that was a fun time hanging out with Momster, as it always is. And while we were in the truck, we did travel that whole 7 kilometers, which is great. So now we're done with page 3 of 3. Let's claim the Poipole candy, let's get the rest of these rare candies, and of course we're gonna get an encounter with a Trubbish. Don't need the shiny, seeing that we got like 9 of them during that spotlight hour. 406 is going to be a 13, 10, 13. And then the final rewards are an incense, which is always great. We're also gonna get 5,000 dust, and we're going to be getting 10,000 XP. And just like that, we are done with everything. We finished the Poipole stuff and the Diancie stuff, and that's all we got. Now before I go, I do want to mention that it looks like we're going to be getting ourselves another Master Ball soon. Pokemon Go has released this video and they're like teasing it. It's on all of their socials. And that sounds pretty fun. I have yet to use any of them, but I'm down to have 3 Master Balls. And I don't know what we're gonna have to do in order to get it because they're just kind of teasing it right now, but I feel like it's gonna be a somewhat complex task to get there. But nonetheless, still pretty cool. But on that note, we're gonna wrap it up here. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know in the comments down below. Did you get your first ever Diancie, and what was its IVs like? And if you did get a second Poipole, how did it turn out? Mine wasn't great, but I'd love to know how yours turned out. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video over here. And so does YouTube, so you should definitely check it out.